And Jane said, no, I don't go to church. So Carolyn says, if you'll come to Mount Olive, I'll sit with you. So the following Sunday, Carol and I were here, of course, and Jane came in and sat down next to Carolyn. Sat through the service, and at the close of the service, we had an invitation here. Just as I am without one plea, but that thy blood was shed for me, and that thou bidst me come to thee, O Lamb of God, I come, I come. After the service, Jane looked at Carolyn, and she said, now when we sing, I come, is that what I come? And Carolyn said, it sure is. The next Sunday, Jane came back to services. And having heard what she had said about the hymn of invitation, we used the same one the next week. We sang Just As I Am. And when we sang I come, Jane came down the aisle, made her confession of faith, was baptized into Christ. It wasn't long after that until I was visiting in her home, and there in her home was her sister Mary. As we're talking, I asked Mary, I said, have you ever thought about becoming a Christian? She said, I certainly have. And we talked a little bit, and we set up a time for her to come to accept Christ. And the day that she came, she brought her sister Jeanette with her. And she brought her brother Hugh with her. And the three of them made their confessions of faith. And the three of them were baptized into Christ that day. And as I thought about that, I thought about my own life. I was 14 years of age. I had gone to camp at Round Lake in Lakeville, Ohio. And I knew that the Lord was working on me. I could just tell that the Holy Spirit was prodding me. So that evening when we had our Vesper service, which is an evening church service, I didn't sit with my friends like I usually do. But I went off to the side and sat by myself. This sermon of the service was over, and we sang a hymn of invitation. And I knew that the Lord was telling me that I had to go forward. And I went forward and I committed my life to specialized Christian service. I didn't know if it would be mission work or preaching or youth work or what it would be, but I knew that God had a place for me. And now, 60 years later, I've never regretted that decision. I know I made the right decision. I know that God was prompting me to do that. And I'm wondering this morning if perhaps you're here and God's working on your life and your heart. The Spirit is working on you, and maybe He's been working on you for months, and you keep putting it off. But we're going to sing this morning. You can almost guess what we're going to sing here, can't you? Just As I Am. And we're going to be singing, I come, I come. And if you're here today and you have been putting off your salvation, there's no better time than right now. Yesterday, Carol and I were talking. And she said, wouldn't it be wonderful if on your day, last day of preaching at Mount Olive, people would come forward? We've been thinking about it for a long time. We've been putting it on. And I thought, what a wonderful day that would be. If you're here this morning and you've considered becoming a Christian, there's no better time than right now. Will you come as we stand, as we sing?